Alan Rupp from Kern's Kitchen, and a number of others that will be familiar, including the Sacred Heart girls basketball team and Simmons College of Kentucky women's basketball team, and so much more, all as VIPs in today's parade.
And you'll see some VIPs too. You saw our first responders there just a little bit ago. There will be first responders in the parade, but you will also see them up and down the street. So when you see them, will you please say thank you? And we are so thankful for all the work that you do each and every day. Now, we're going to be here having a great time. There's just going to be so much. This is a cherished event. Now, you see all the people that are sitting there in the bleachers. There are 3,000 free bleacher seats. If your family is rushing and hurrying, saying, oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful day, we want to get down there. See all those folks? They're sitting there free.
Well, you know, it used to be paid seating, but this year Churchill Downs says, hey, you know what? We're going to sponsor all general admission bleacher seating along the route. So come on down on Churchill Downs, grab a great seat. We've got you covered whether you're in the bleachers or elsewhere. Take a look at our team we have established here. Of course, on the parade route right behind us, you're going to see Brian Good and Myra Ansari. So they are here covering the parade. Ward Jollis is on the golf cart. So
who gave Ward keys to a golf cart?
Good question. No one in their right mind, I know that. But we'll see where Ward takes us. And there you see Brandon Spencer making friends along the parade route, or getting arrested or put out. I guess that's the fire chief.
That's one of our first responders. And you know what's so wonderful? They're celebrating too, because we get to talk to all the wonderful people in the community every day, but they'll also get to meet some new friends, and they'll get to meet some of the people that have come into this wonderful Commonwealth. This is the third year in a row that we're parading on a Sunday. Now you see that everybody's coming on down. They're making their way here, where we will start the parade right here in front of the grandstand, right in front of the Wave 3 park here at the Wave 3 studios. Our families are here. It's so funny. My mama and all my cousins are right behind us. All of our directors' families and our anchors and reporter families, everybody is here. We do this each and every year, just like you. Our families live here too, and we are just so very proud of everything that goes on. Everybody has a story about growing up with this parade, whether you're 80 or 8 years old. You've got a story about the Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. We thank Zoeller Pump, who is in my neighborhood. You know, I'm a Southwest Louisville girl. And we thank Zoeller Pump for being the sponsor this year.
You know, they've jumped in since 2020, and of course, jumping into the icon of the Derby Festival, which is the Pegasus Parade. It is the longest-running continuous event that the festival has had, and we just say thank you to Zoeller Pump, because without them, it really wouldn't be happening. We're going to talk to Dwight Newton coming up, the Chief People Officer from Zoeller Pump, in just a bit, but. I tell you, we're in for a great start. Let's jump down to Broadway. Brian Good and Myra Ansari on the parade route as we wait for the first units to get close to us. I know we've got the ribbon cutting coming up, and we are just about to get underway with seeing all of the units in the Pegasus Parade. Guys?
Yeah, it is really hot.
It is. Well, that's the thing. It's far different from what we face.
Ooh, hello.
Hello. I'm trying to get away from the speakers.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Step away from the speakers. Last year, you know, we had to deal with wind, but it was a cold wind. We had spotty showers that were drifting on by. It was challenging, but then we made it through it.
We made it through.
Great,
this is so much better. I mean, the
Yes.
weather's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but I actually love having the Pegasus Parade on a Sunday. You know, folks aren't rushing after work. They're coming down, much more relaxed atmosphere. Let's take a look at all these folks over here. Wave to the camera, say hi. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing? Great. What's your name?
My name's Joe.
Joe. So you rode your bike over here, right?
We did, yeah. We rode 35 miles to get here.
What? That's impressive. How was the bike ride?
It's hot and sweaty.
So excited about the parade?
I am, yeah. I've got a niece that's marching in the marching band, so excited to see her.
Awesome, awesome. What's her name?
Her name is Zoe.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for talking with us. Have a great time.
Hey, Myra, I got Rose down here who's got it made, by the way.
Oh, that's
Look,
a nice shade.
She has got her nice little shade protector here from the sun. You know how to do it, Rose.
Smart. How are you?
Now, you've been here several times, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. ever since a little girl. Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite part?
The floats, the dancing, everything. Yeah, yeah.
Is this one of the best weather days you've had?
Oh my gosh, yes. This has started back. Yeah.
Thank you, Rose. Appreciate you having a good time. I got a feeling we'll be seeing Rose several times here. And the parade itself, which they're getting
It's
closer
getting
and closer. So Kevin and Don, we'll send it back to you, but everyone's pumped up, ready to go on a beautiful weather setup here today.
It is indeed, Brian. Thanks. Temperatures running in the low 80s now. A little bit of a wind, but that's not bad. We've got the sunshine. Not have to worry about the cold or the rain like last year. Remember how miserable that was?
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I feel this wind, and usually I would say, oh, my hair. I'm like, just blow, let the wind blow. You can hear the bagpipers now. That must mean our local fire department is near, our first responders. All the floats are coming our way. I think we're ready, Kevin.
It's just about to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by as we get ready to present to you the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. You're watching it only on Wave, your official Derby station.
Wave News, proud to be your Kentucky Derby official station. Experience Derby weekend like you've never seen it in stunning HDR with superior picture quality and immersive audio. Only available on next-gen TVs. You could win a free
And welcome back to the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. Kevin Harn and Don G along Broadway. Our first responders coming our way. They will get us started with the ribbon cutting, which we'll have coming up in just a few minutes. And then we will be off and rolling, Don, with a great parade that has over 100 units, a mixture of equestrians, step teams, dance teams, marching bands, floats, and inflatables. Looking forward to it.
I love a parade, and certainly we do. This is the oldest event for the Kentucky Derby Festival, and everybody loves this parade. You heard Rose, I think her name was, who found her seat already. She must have listened to your weather report.
She had the shade.
She had the shade already over. She was ready. Everybody is prepared, and everybody just has a memory. We're going to cut the ribbon in just a minute, and all of the things that Kevin mentioned. There are so many different things because our community is so unique. We have dancers and skaters and horses. We're even going to have an Indian wedding.
You're going to see it right here. And it's far more reaching than just what happens here, so much local, but a lot of people, because of the prestige of this parade, come in from states away. And we'll be able to show you that too coming up over the course of the next several hours. Let's go down street side. Brandon Spencer out on the parade route. Brandon, where are you? What do you got coming up?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm actually right here on Hancock and Broadway. If we actually turn to the right, you can see the Pegasus parade balloon riding right past us. But we have a huge crowd over here. And Marty, if you want to turn over here to your right, you can check out the crowd of people we have. The people that are over here kind of taking everything in. Marty, if you want to show them, these kids are over here. Everybody say hi. checking out this, having a good time, enjoying the parade. And you know, when it comes to parades, it comes to being outside in general. Everybody has their own plans and ideas. For me, it's make sure I have this towel because it's hot, it's humid, and I want to make sure that I'm not sweating the whole time. Everybody else, they have their lawn chairs, they have their drinks, they have their snacks, but everybody here is excited. It's the 150th Kentucky Derby, and everybody is taking it all in with this parade, and we're going to continue to bring you some of the excitement. I'm going to be looking down the street, talking to some excited people just about being here at the parade, what they love the most about it, and how they're going to continue to take this in and take in the whole week. But until then, I'm going to send it back to you guys.
I can't pay attention because I keep seeing cotton candy. What? There it is. I keep seeing
There's
cotton.
some that way too.
Oh, there it is. I keep seeing cotton candy, and they have little toys. That was the big thing for me. And my mom is right down there. I want to say, Mama.
You're going to revert to being a little girl again?
Yeah, Mama, buy me some cotton candy. And Tuesday's my birthday. Buy me a little toy. I just want a little toy. There's so much going on. The excitement is already getting pumped up as we get ready for the Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. If you're watching right now, you're not going to miss a single thing.
We've got you covered from high above. It may look like the parade has started, but no, this is just the beginning. We'll do our ribbon cutting and we'll start the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade coming up in just a few minutes. On the corner of Floyd and Broadway is where you'll find us at our studios at Wave. And you can see coming our way, just about to cut the ribbon, will be off and rolling with the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade.
Now, if you're wondering, the parade is going to march west on Broadway from Campbell to 9th Street. It's going to be 17 blocks. It's going to take just about 2 hours for this parade to go. Believe it or not, our fabulous Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade is one of the largest in the nation, has an impact of about $22 million.
Wow, I'll tell you what, welcome in and let us say hello to the Chief People Officer of Zoeller Pump Company. It's Dwight Newton. And Dwight, thank you for the support. I know that when you are always talking on behalf of supporting the festival and in particular the parade, you say we just want to be part of the community, and this does a good thing.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. We're celebrating our 85th year as a company here in Louisville this year. And so to be part of the 150th running, the 68th, 69th, depends on who you talk to, real close right there for the parade. It's just to be a part and support all of the folk here in Louisville and our employees and their families.
And you have employees across the globe.
We do. Yes, sir. 1,000 employees.
Many of them are here.
Yes, sir.
And this is home to so many. So I'm sure that they really take pride in doing it too, much like all of us at Wave do when we cover all of these events and being the official station. It's prideful for your folks.
Absolutely. We have a bed race tomorrow night. We have a bed race team this year, and it's all ladies. We're sending our fillies to the bed race, and it's a lady driver and lady pushers, and we're hoping to do real well. But it's all about the community, the touring parade, and most importantly this one, because this is just such an outreach to the community. So many people are here. We've been up and down the route this morning, and it's so many people, and it's a great part of what we can do to give back.
Well, you guys participate in a lot of things. I've got a nonprofit. You have participated in that.
Yes, ma'am.
I've come out and spoke to your employees because they do a lot in the community, and
Yes,
I love coming out and thanking them for what they do. You all gave us a little shade, though. Our bed race folk came out to visit your bed race folks.
Oh.
And they were saying we were just trying to meet the folks that would come in first because y'all said you were going to whoop us.
Well, I can't speak for them. They have their own management, and but we're just excited about doing that and being part of it. This will be our 4th year of doing the bed race, and we've been second a couple times.
It's not for the week, I'll say that. I pushed the bed a couple of years, and
I've never done it. Kind of talk about what you do, though, especially, and I'm not blaming our weather guys. Oh, there it is.
We're practicing there.
Yeah, we're practicing. Look, Lord Jollis, and they gave him a cart today. What in the world? But with Zoeller Pump Company, you all make the pumps.
Yes, ma'am.
We've had a lot of rain. A lot of people have had a lot of flooding.
Yes, ma'am.
You all take those pumps, and it will pump that water out.
It will. Yes, ma'am. We make about. We make all of our pumps here, our cast iron pumps here in Louisville, and we've done that for 85 years. We make some plastic pumps in other places, but our pumps here are sold through professionals and sold to contractors. And this has been a busy spring. Yes, ma'am. Very busy. We've had hundreds of thousands of pumps that we've sold and moved out and got to people in dire situations.
Well, I tell you, while we appreciate everything you do, we're certainly glad today's better than it was last year. And we are dry. We are sunny, at least partly sunny, with temperatures in the 80s. You can see we are just about to get started with the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll step off with all the pageantry that goes along with it as we celebrate Derby 150 with the Pegasus Parade. Stay with us. You're watching it all right here on Wave.
Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. Everybody's excited. They're already cheering as you see the Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus there ready. We're getting ready to cut that ribbon in just a second.
It's coming up, and anytime you see Pegasus, this float was unveiled in 2023, so just last year. A little different than the helium that we're used to. So you're going to see more inflatables today because they're cold air inflatables.
Too windy.
Well, we just don't have that many helium inflatables anymore. First of all, helium is very expensive now, and we just don't have to worry about that. So we're going to get in a lot of the inflatables, and that includes your guys'
Absolutely.
Pegasus.
Yeah, it's great. Low profile, safer. It's a lot safer without the helium, and so we can do a lot more with them.
Well, we're off to a great start already, and we really haven't even started. Ward Jollis is along the parade route. Let's check in with him. Ward, good to see you.
Yeah, well, you guys, I think I'm pretty much in the best spot of the parade right now, because if you take a look this way, point this way, Corey, really quick. When the sun comes out, it is hot out here today, and we've got a whole group of people sitting in the shade right here underneath this bridge right now. We've got a lot of people out from Louisville. How are you guys doing today? Hi. We're good. Where are we coming from, you guys? You guys coming from Louisville? What's our favorite part of the Pegasus parade?
I think it's probably where the cheerleaders come in.
The cheerleaders is what they're saying. And I also want to address something really quick. This is my first Pegasus parade too, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect. We've already seen a lot of people coming by, a lot of really interesting things. We actually, Corey and I, my photographer, we went down to the beginning of the parade to get a sneak peek at some of the stuff coming. And let me tell you, there's a lot of exciting stuff. I do want to address one thing though, before I send it back to you guys. This is my ride for the day. I'm our golf cart reporter today. And I just want to say, Kevin and Dawn, I actually might be a little bit better at driving this thing than you think I am. So just stay tuned on that one, but I'll send it back to you guys for now.
Two things. We'll determine that by the bed races tomorrow, I suppose. And the second thing is, did you see Spider-Man walking down while you were live on TV there, the sidewalk? Did you notice Spider-Man walking behind you?
Did I see, you said Spider-Man? Did we miss Spider-Man, Corey? He's this way. They're telling me he's this way. We missed him. I was too busy looking at my beautiful golf cart.
That's
I'm gonna
very
go find
good.
him, and then I'll maybe bring back later.
I was going to say, I'm so glad he didn't see Spider-Man. He was keeping his eye on the road.
We'll see. All right, we'll check back in with Ward. We've got so much happening. Are we ready for a parade?
Absolutely.
All right, we are ready for a parade. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have the new CEO of Zoeller Pump Company cut that ribbon. If you're ready, we're ready for the Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade on your official Derby station, Wave News.
Tim Jones.
lining Broadway. It's the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. It's a beautiful day.
You see the ribbon lined up. We'll count them down from 10 coming up in just a second. We're about 30 seconds away from that. Welcome back into our coverage, celebrating Derby 150, the theme of the parade this year. And you're going to see that throughout the parade. We've got a number of jockeys. There are people who have been influential in creating the Derby atmosphere, all the way from the Derby Pie to the Derby Museum and everything in between.
Yeah, the Grand Marshal is the 150th Run for the Roses. The theme, again, is the 150th Run for the Roses. An event like this, again, probably none of us will be alive to see something so great.
Yeah, and evidently it's
Brandon Spencer.
Yeah,
look, he's having a ball.
There's a lot of great things you're going to see. I'm not sure that was one or not. We'll leave that to the viewers at home. All right, let's first of all take a look at that beautiful ribbon that we're about to count down. While we're up here, Dwight Newton is from Zoeller Pump Company, and who do we have getting ready to cut this ribbon?
Zoeller, our next CEO, our fourth generation family CEO, is in the green jacket. He's hard to miss. And we're so excited that he's going to be cutting that for us. He takes over for his father, John Zoeller, who's walking with our balloon. But Bill's going to do the ribbon cutting today and represent.
Oh, there's Bill, Matt Gibson with the Derby Festival. Let's count them down from 10, 9.
Everybody count.
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen to the cheers as we are ready to go down Broadway again for the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade.
We are off, and here we go down Broadway. You're going to see, as always, we begin the Pegasus Parade with none other than Pegasus. This new Pegasus was just unveiled last year, 30 feet tall, 25 feet long, and 16 feet wide. This is a cold air inflatable. Believe it or not, it takes still a few folks to hold it down. It weighs 189 pounds.
And we thank for the 4th year sponsoring Zoeller Pump Company. We just appreciate them so much. They are in my neck of the woods. They're on Cane Run Road is where that office is. I run in all the time to speak to their wonderful employees. How many folks do you have participating today?
We have about 40 folks walking with the balloon, and we've probably got about 65. And then we have a little over 200 who are here watching.
That's fabulous. They were founded in Louisville 85 years ago. You know, we always talk about shop local, buy local, be local. That's what makes the city so unique when we do it as a community.
Well, and you talk about 4th generation.
There it goes.
That is rare to see generation after generation, the children of the children of the children, being handed down the company and still remaining in leadership and making a difference.
Absolutely. We have pretty much, we're going to have 8 Zoellers working there now. We keep adding Zoellers to work there the next generation, but we've had hundreds of different family members, and we're really excited about all the impact that we can have. We really appreciate the opportunity and the festival and being able to be showcasing our folks that are waving and walking around. They got really excited. They were in a drawing to see who could come and walk with the parade. So we're excited.
We see Pegasus followed up by the Zambulance. Explain the Zambulance.
The Zambulance is world renowned now. We drive it. Our sales folks take it everywhere. We have it goes around. It has product that it pulls behind it. Usually, we don't bring the trailer down here, but the Zambulance leads off the touring parade every year since we've been doing it, and it's just a representation of our brand, and it lets us get out and let folks know the green. Zoeller green is important to us, the color, but we bring it out and are able to do that.
Well, you all were in the neighborhoods too.
We were. Yes,
we thank you for that. There we go.
We also had just behind the Zambulance, Goldie. This is again, a smaller Pegasus that's inflatable, like cold air inflatable. And then coming up is the Phillies float. Of course, they are great participants in the Derby Festival. And
38 years.
Oh, it's been going for some time.
38 years. They're with the Royal Court as well. And you see our Royal Court there. They were with me this morning, and I'm talking about they are everywhere. They were at the Mayor's Kentucky Derby Festival breakfast this morning in Southwest Louisville at Riverside Farnsley Mormon Landing, so I appreciate them. Ankita Nair is there, Princess Peyton Brooks. First, let me tell you, Ankita is in her 3rd year of University of Louisville Medical School. She is the queen. Is the queen, Princess Peyton Brooks of Alexandria, Kentucky. Princess Sarah Downs of Springfield, Kentucky. Princess Emma Rhodes of Louisville, and Princess Laura Riggs, Kevin, of Bardstown, Kentucky.
Yeah, several folks from down that way.
Yes, sir.
And it's always great to see all of the locals come in.
Yes.
They have a strenuous schedule, as you mentioned.
I'm telling you, I've seen them everywhere I am, and I know how tired I am. And then the queen is one, by that spin of the wheel. All the ladies all equally work hard, but I'm so proud of them. They even did Denim Day for the Center for Women and Families this year.
A lot of folks may recognize some of the previous reports, including Martha Lane Collins, Kentucky's first woman governor. She was on the festival.
We're very proud of them. So support them when you see them. Tell them hello and let them know we're proud. We know who this is. University of Louisville Cardinal Marching Band.
You'll recognize the sounds of this. They've been participating for several decades. They create that vibrant game day feel that you hear when you go cheer on the Cards, whether that's at the football games, even some select away games, and all the bowl games. The marching band has been the official band of the Kentucky Derby since 1936. Let's take a listen to the U of L Cardinal Marching Band.
To do that as an alumni twice of the University of Louisville, degree in biology, degree in communications.
You'll notice followed up behind them, Don, something new this year, the inflatable Cardinal.
He looks like he's serious and down on the prowl. Does a Cardinal prowl? This one does.
Yeah, this one certainly does. This again, followed up by the band U of L Health, the South Hospital, U of L Health, Mary and Elizabeth Hospital, along with that Cardinal inflatable.
That Cardinal inflatable again with U of L Health as the band continues to play. We appreciate U of L Health and all the things that they do downtown, all around the Commonwealth. They are making their move. Everybody saying hello. We appreciate the care they give here in the city, right behind the marching Cardinals.
Lots of L's up there cheering on the Cards. It's good to see.
They've had a lot of changes, a lot of excitement there on campus too. And always downtown as they seem to grow, the city and everything here in the Commonwealth just seems to keep growing, getting bigger, getting better. U of L Health there. They have Elizabeth Hospital. They've got so many things committed to providing quality and care. The South Hospital, 10th largest in the country, Mary and Elizabeth Hospital, which is out where I live. They were originally founded by the Sisters of the Charity of Nazareth. That was back in 1874. Like, you can't fit your head around that. 1874, full service hospital. And for anybody that hasn't been to Mary and Elizabeth Hospital lately, you won't recognize the place because of the services that they have right now. They have women's services. They have different surgical services now. It's totally different.
In the white Escalade, you're going to see Matt Gibson from the Kentucky Derby Festival, the president and CEO. He's made things happen here for 27 years and then becoming president and CEO not all that long ago. He oversees the work of the festival's 20-person staff, nearly 4,000 volunteers. And let us say a big thank you to all of those volunteers and the staff workers who bring us the festival every year. Easy to take some of it for granted, but let us just say thanks. Matt's a native of Louisville, a graduate of the University of Louisville, and a proud dad of two daughters, AG and Nora Kate. So thank you, Matt Gibson. It's good to see you, as always, riding down the parade route. I think we've got Brian and Myra along with the mayor.
That's right. We have Mayor Craig Greenberg with us here. Mayor, you're everywhere. First off, I love that. And this is Louisville's time to shine, right, Mayor?
Yeah. Mayor, how are you doing today? How excited are you?
Oh, this is another amazing day. It's much better. Yesterday I was running the mini marathon, sitting in the back. Much better. But no, another wonderful Kentucky Derby Festival event.
How did the marathon go for you?
The mini marathon, it went great. It was so exciting and just great to be out here. I'm so excited for the entire week.
You got a pretty sweet ride here today.
It's an amazing ride. I'm loving it. These Corvettes are all wonderful. Thanks to the Corvette Club for sponsoring it and helping out so much.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and hanging with everybody. We have people been here for the first time. A lot of first timers here, so we're glad to have them.
Wonderful weather. I love that the Pegasus Parade is now on a Sunday. Just another great community event for the entire city to enjoy. Thanks to the Kentucky Derby Festival.
All right, Mayor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we talked about how busy everybody is. Nobody busier. I know you were with the mayor at the breakfast this morning down at Farnsley-Mormon, and I had a chance to spend some time with the mayor yesterday out at the track for opening night. So a lot of folks busy, but the mayor tops the list.
That's right. We had a wonderful thing to just get some funding for Riverside Farnsley-Mormon Landing, because it's one of the only Riverside homes left that is historical here in the Commonwealth. Well, we have got Ethan Almighty's blessing, I think, back there. And I'm looking to see if Ethan is in there. He has been so busy. You know Jeff Calloway.
And there he is. You see him riding in the Corvette.
Do you see Ethan in there? He's so big. Generally, you can see that big old puppy in there.
Yeah, he's in there. He doesn't miss many appearances either, now that we think about it.
Ethan's law was just passed. And now it defines exactly what torture to animals is. And it took them over 10 years to get that law passed.
Some people may not know the story of Ethan, but this was a dog that came into the Kentucky Humane Society malnourished and very much near death. And with the help of the community and the Humane Society, sort of helped bring Ethan for lack of a better word, really back to life. Jeff Calloway, who was working at the Humane Society at the time, became Ethan's sort of home. And there you see it, now creating their own foundation, Ethan's 501c3.
Yes, and they had a big party for him yesterday. The Humane Society was there, and they've got a place now where you can come and you can donate and help Ethan grant blessings also. He's a big old boy, but he's the sweetest thing you can ever imagine. Jeff and Ethan, a big hello, and we love you.
We've got the American Side Saddle Association coming up. They've been in this parade for decades as well.
Forever. I love to watch them side saddle, because you can see how they ride side saddle. Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Maine, California, and Georgia. They have been here for 15 years now. This is the way. It was kind of like an early form of women's liberation, so that they could travel too while they still wore their dresses. You see their dresses. They still had to do it in modesty, but they said, we're going to ride. We'll just ride side saddle.
It's a very elegant way to ride.
They look beautiful.
And you can see sometimes they're not always cooperative.
Well,
who
or what is Kevin Harnett?
Yeah, right. Well, you have to imagine they're out of their normal element. They are along a parade route with a lot of folks cheering, and that's got to be a little disturbing compared to their normal ride. Gallapalooza, this too has been going on. They've been in the parade several times. They created 150 iconic horse statues, and you'll see them all around the city. These are a few of those. And by the way, out of the 150, 75 are full-size, 75 are mini. This is the 20th anniversary. Let's talk about the 11 statues that you see on this float, because they're paying tribute to some of the very first jockeys in Derby history, the 11 black jockeys who have won the Kentucky Derby. Now, from the first in 1875 to the early 1900s, many of the Kentucky Derby winners were African-American until the Jim Crow laws drove black jockeys out of the sport.
13 of the first 15 were. Myra and Brian Good have caught up with one of my favorite jockeys, yours too.
I feel a little starstruck.
Pat Day,
right?
Pat Day is with us.
I watched Pat Day growing up as a kid. I'm sure he loves hearing that. But I love watching Pat Day. And Pat, we just heard a story about you recently with John Bowl that really, truly honored you.
That was wonderful.
Great job. It was a great interview. I was honored to be a part of that.
So what's the difference between riding on top of a Corvette versus riding a horse?
I rode a few Corvettes in them races. No, I got to ride some incredibly nice horses in the course of my career. Tremendously blessed and honored to be here to be a part of the parade today. 150 years, hard to believe.
150 years. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think it speaks of the longevity of the sport, and it's growing every year. I think it's an awesome occasion. You know, the world over knows about the Kentucky Derby, and it's an honor to be a part of that.
Pat, we appreciate you.
Thank
The
you,
legendary
Pat. Great to see you.
jockey Pat Day, Kevin, and Don. Obviously, a true Louisville gem to have here in our community.
I tell you what, it doesn't get any bigger in
No.
horse racing here at home than Pat Day. He currently holds all career riding records at Churchill Downs and Keeneland. He retired in 2005, just shy of 9,000 wins. And of course, you can't have Churchill Downs without Churchill
Gotta have
Charlie.
Churchill Charlie.
He's been busy too. He was out at the track last night, greeting and meeting everybody, and here he is riding in today's Derby Festival.
He'll give you a
parade.
good hug too. If you don't bump heads with him there, he'll give you a good hug.
That's better than a horse bite.
Better than a horse bite, which will happen if you don't watch what you're doing. We have many jockeys there behind Pat Day. Brian Hernandez from Lafayette, Louisiana. You all know that Brian, an American Eclipse award-winning jockey, who is there in the Corvettes, and we're so thankful to have him. I love Juliet's last name.
Leperoux.
Leperoux.
And, that's a very France name, so a very French name. So from France, Leperoux grew up in a horse racing family. You know, his father was a jockey turned horse assistant trainer. And Julian has had a chance to work as a stable hand, exercise rider, and of course a jockey that we all know so well from Churchill Downs.
Fifth jockey in Churchill Downs history to ride 6 winners on a single card.
Just in front of Churchill Charlie, you may have seen him waving. That's Pat Armstrong. He's the CEO of the Kentucky Derby Museum. Pat was on the team of the Derby Festival for 20 years. One of Pat's favorite Derby Festival events happens to be the Great Balloon Race, which unfortunately, because of weather, did not make it off the ground this year on Saturday morning. They did get the rush hour race in.
We got the rush hour race. We had the balloon glows and the many different things. So we love our balloons. There they are, the Hampton High School Marching Band coming all the way from Allison Park, Pennsylvania. This is their second year. We're so glad to have them come back from the Commonwealth to the Commonwealth. They are a crowd-pleasing band. 20% of Hampton High School's student body is actually in the marching band. Now, today's music selection, it's Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. The show was inspired by the band's fall show. So what do you say? Oh, I was going to say take a listen. Maybe they'll start again in a minute. Let's listen. Festival Parade, New York City St. Patrick's Parade, Fiesta Bowl Parade, but this is the best parade here for the Kentucky Derby Festival, Pegasus Parade.
One of the 9 marching bands you'll hear. So we've heard the U of L Cardinal Marching Band. We are hearing, of course, from the Hampton High School Band now, and that means we've got 7 more to go. Just behind the marching band, notice this mountain inflatable from Waystar here in Louisville. Waystar's software that they create automates repetitive administrative tasks for healthcare providers so they can spend more time caring for their patients and communities. There's nothing I like better than sort of processes, not doing the same thing twice. Let's do it once. Let's let it go everywhere. And boy, I like the way they think. With Waystar's software, it could help millions of folks in healthcare providers so they get paid quickly and accurately for the care that they provide. Waystar also empowers patients to pay for healthcare with confidence.
And that's a good thing. I love a little confidence, love a parade too. Everything going exactly as planned today for the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade. We're just getting started. Don't go anywhere. We've got everything all in the same place. We're your Kentucky Derby Festival and your Derby official station, Wave News. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere.
She is a University of Kentucky student, is involved in the Kentucky Governor Scholar as a 2019 recipient, and a 2023 Kentucky Derby Festival princess. She's been in over 50 theatrical productions. Mallory's community service initiative is Inclusive Stages, which is designed to provide theatrical and artistic opportunities for individuals with special needs. We say hello to Miss Kentucky, Mallory Hudson.
Yeah, she also really supports the Department of Agriculture here in Kentucky. So, we love our farmers because we love to eat for sure. We thank you so much for joining our family here on Wave. And we are showing you this wonderful Pegasus parade. Thank you, Zoeller Pump Company, for making it. You know what? Myra, if you all don't know Myra Ansari, she loves to sing. And everybody says, does she practice with them? No.
I asked Brian earlier, I said, are you going to dance with some of these
That's not
step
gonna
teams?
happen.
Yeah, he said no, but he said, last year Myra said, Brian, you don't know the moves. She knows every
No, all she
move.
has to do is watch them for about 2 minutes, and Myra has it down. And then Myra will be sitting at her dance, and she sings. We've got Kentucky Elite Youth Arts and Education Step Team. Look at them break it down. Myra, jump in there in a minute.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen her already jumping in, So I'll tell you, this is an elite step team. They also create an environment that uplifts, empowers, and embraces youth creativity. That's so important for the young folks. It gives them an outlet for those boys and girls to just express themselves while perfecting communication skills. They are able to build character while they're doing it.
They
Learn a
want
little bit
to
about
be
leadership.
healthy too, you
Well,
know.
I'll tell you what, when you move like that, you can't help but to be a little on the healthy side. Maybe we ought to get out there.
But we'd have to practice a little bit before we did that. My goodness, because that was a lot of action going on down there. They do strive to continue to grow, though. That was Kentucky Elite Step Team, and they are followed by the 501st Legion, Bluegrass Garrison, Mandalorian Mercs, Blue Moon Clan, the Rebel Legion, Fulcrum Base, and Sith Dynasty Temple.
You know, they were here last year, and they always, well, they've been here so many years, but they also bring that love of Star Wars to the fans.
Okay, so you know what
everywhere.
everybody's been saying, right? Derby is May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
I have gotten more emails saying, Dawn, are you dressing for May the 4th? No, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Well, you could. That would be a nice look.
Maybe, at least, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. No, Ward Jawless, are you dressing for May the 4th be with you?
Well, let me tell you, Dawn, I am a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm actually joined right now by one of these guys dressed in this Star Wars. What exactly are we right now? Can you tell me?
TIE pilot.
This is a TIE pilot right here. I am a Star Wars nerd, let me tell you. I've seen every single episode of Star Wars, including the new Disney ones. And I used to be a big Lego Star Wars guy too, so I feel like I've built a few of you guys before. Tell me, this isn't your first Pegasus parade? I've seen videos of you guys before. What do you love about coming out here every year to the Pegasus parade and seeing all these people?
We love to entertain the kids and just spread the message of the love of our community through Star Wars and our charity organization.
Wow, that's awesome. I feel like I'm at Disney right now, walking with all of these characters that you see on TV. Let me tell you, this is really cool, you guys. If you haven't seen this yet, this is definitely a group you're going to want to see because it really feels like you're straight right in the movies. The weather's perfect. These guys are awesome. We've seen a lot of other guys come in too that are also really cool. We're going to keep walking and we're going to talk to more of them. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys.
Right. This is their 5th year. Their 5th year in the parade.
Yeah, it's always a crowd favorite too. Got a lot of Star Wars fans around here. All right, you may have seen Patrick the miniature horse along with the Friends of Horses rolling by. This is Aaron Rassinen, the 2024 Kentucky Derby Festival Chair. Aaron's been an active volunteer with the Derby Festival Board for 10 years. She's soaking it up, saying hello to the crowd as she waves. Her favorite festival event happens to be that $1 million hole-in-one.
Yeah, and all they had to do is pay $1, try to get that hole-in-one. Aaron was with me this morning. I don't know how they run the way they do. I know how. I guess we all have to do it.
It's that time of year.
It's that time of year. There's so many things. She's the vice president, business development for Messer Construction as well. She's got 2 kids, her husband. Everybody just loves this city so much, but she's also Kentucky Derby Festival chair. So they just love it. Mexico Lindo.
I tell you, one of the most colorful groups you'll see in the parade this year, and you'll see them as the float passes by. That's just one small part. Wait until you see the outfits that they're in. This is part of the Mexican folkloric dance group. Mexico Lindo has been a powerful force in promoting unity and togetherness right here in our very own community. Look at the little kids there.
That's so sweet. Their theme, diverse cultures make Louisville shine. Look at their dresses. So beautiful. They've got 9 years with the Citizens Police Academy. The group's mission, they just want to share love, passion of their Mexican culture. They've been performing throughout the city. Look at their dresses move like that. So gorgeous.
Aren't they beautiful?
It's so pretty. They've been doing this for over 15 years. They've got kids, teenagers, adults. Now they're going to be performing, if you love these beautiful dresses, on Sunday, May 5th at 4th Street Live, and it's the Cinco de Mayo Fiesta, if that's something you would love to see.
The festival would not be what it is without the support of many of our local folks who have businesses, and that includes the Meyer Company. This is an antique truck, a replica used by Hendrick and Fred Meyer to transport groceries to their first store in Greenville, Michigan. Now, the Meyer, the family-owned retailer, is committed to enriching the lives of the communities that they serve in, and that includes across the states of Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. Just like Fred Meyer used to say, if you take care of your customers, team members, and community, all of them will take care of you just like family.
Oh, we've got another band. This is number 3. So we've got 7 more to go. The Marching Pride of Jennings County. We see you, North Vernon, Indiana. They have been in the parade. They said, oh my goodness, a whole lot of years. We lost count. We've been here so many times. The MPJC has marched in parades, Disney World, Chicago, locally at home in Indiana. We're so proud of them. The group is made up of students ages 14 to 19, Jennings County High School. Let's listen.
It's no wonder they're called the best pep band in the land during the basketball season up at Jennings County High School. You'll find them there, the Marching Pride Band, Jennings County.
We'll take a quick break. Again, love to see them. Marching Pride of Jennings County. Stay with Wave News as you see. Right behind Donate Life. When you do, make sure you tell your family members too. We'll be right back. Stay with us as we celebrate the Running of the Roses 150th and the Kentucky Derby Festival Pegasus Parade.
The traditions,
welcome back again. You're watching the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade right here on Wave. We're not even halfway through. We're off to an excellent start. One of my favorite groups now marching down Broadway.
We love the River City Drum Corps Squad. It's the Sod Squad. Look at those young people. They have been in the parade for 15 years. So many young people have made it through this unbelievable group. They've got so much spirit. Now, the Sod Squad members range from 8 years old to 18 years old. The squad alumni have earned music scholarships at a number of HBCUs all across the country. These young people, they're drummers, they use music and culture and education to connect with the community and themselves. Their style of drumline culture provides opportunities to use their talent and ensure that they have access to higher education. I appreciate that they're always just good young people.
We might see just behind them a float that looks like somebody's getting their hair cut on, and you would
Maybe
be right.
because they are.
Yeah, exactly. These
Urban
are the
barbers.
urban barbers of Louisville, not on horseback, but just behind the. There they are.
You need a fade, Kevin Hart?
I could use. Yeah, I started up with my fade on top. It didn't. It's going in the wrong direction. This is their inaugural year in the parade. I hope to see them back. They have such a great message. The Thoughts Out Loud Mental Health and Violence Prevention has a partnership with the Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods and with several of our schools. They really provide marginalized elementary, middle, and high school students with a positive outlet for processing their emotions. Sometimes the barber chair is the only place that can happen for some kids.
And, you know, when you feel good, you're dressed good, your hair looks good. I don't know. You have more
little boost of
little
confidence.
boost, right? That's for all of us. That's for all of us. And right behind them, Unity of African Communities Living in America. I had a chance to go to one of these events, and I learned so much. The Unity of African Communities Living in America. Their mission is to help legal African immigrants to settle in America. Not as easy as you think. I learned that I didn't know a lot. Is what I learned.
Well, we all have a little bit of mind space to learn more.
Right.
You're looking at Hardin County Company B, the equestrian drill team under the direction of Nivelle Skaggs, I see out there. Hardin County Company B has been performing competition and parades for about 17 years. That's local and national events. They, too, help youth as well as adults enjoy the art of horsemanship in a team atmosphere. That's not always easy to do, especially on horseback, Dawn.
It's not. The pooper scoopers were right behind them. Doing
We
that.
always need those when we have the equestrian units
Especially
in the
when it's
parade.
hot. My goodness, they got a tough job.
What can Brown do for you?
Everything. UPS, there they are. It is UPS, our hometown shipping heroes. Look, do you have something for me in that box? What you got for me? Nearly 25,000 employees in Kentucky, Anna here. It's a lot. Not only does UPS deliver like all those millions of packages that our whole newsroom waits for, right? How many packages you get back there where you are, Kevin Harnett?
Yeah, I could use more.
Right. Oh my goodness, just all kind of stuff. UPS delivers incredible education programs as well. Students can earn a college degree debt-free. Remember that. Go to upsjobs.com and check it out.
You may have seen just behind the package carriers, the gentleman in the convertible. That was Michael Walsh. He's a UPS 767 captain, and he's celebrating 31 years as a national registered paramedic. So big thanks
We
to
appreciate
Michael Walsh, Captain Michael Walsh.
What do we got there, Kevin? Check it out.
Yeah, this is the Wilmington area high school Greyhound Marching Band from New Wilmington, Pennsylvania. It's their second time being in our great parade here. This is a high school marching band, of course, the largest student organization in the district. And they're just located, the New Wilmington's just north of Pittsburgh, Dawn.
We're so glad to have them here. What do you say? Let's take a listen.
They sound good. They're looking good.
New Wilmington, Pennsylvania, they're the largest student organization in their district there. The Wilmington Area Greyhound Marching Band, part of the Wilmington Area School District there. The program has quality instrumental music instruction for kids grades 8 through 12, and the kids just love it.
They performed in 2011 in the Pegasus Parade. They've also been to Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom Parade as recently as 2022. They are excited to be here again. They were originally planned to be back in 2020, but of course, there was a little thing that canceled our parade that year.
Yeah.
But they have it all. They have the symphonic band, the jazz ensemble. You saw it, you heard it, along with the dance line. That's nice.
Everybody give a cheer to the 2024 Kentucky High School Athletic Association Girls Basketball State Champions.
There they are, the Sacred Heart Girls Basketball Team, everybody. They are the first KHSAA basketball team, both boys and girls, to win 4 straight state championships.
You go, ladies. There they are up top, that fabulous fire truck there, Sacred Heart, working together, winning that game 2024. And they were so ready, Kevin, when we talked to them a number of times, they kept their head in the game. They were focused, they were ready. And they just knew if they played together as a team, went out there and did their absolute best, that they could do it. And that's exactly what they did. They brought it home.
Well, they brought it home
4 times.
4 straight times. They're doing something right. All right. Say hello to the Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods. Again, you'll notice the inflatables that they have. This is a citizen-driven city agency, addresses the root causes of gun violence that then helps the community build a sustainable solution to sort of work with. This involves innovative strategies that extend beyond traditional law enforcement to shift the social norms and activate the community to help prevent those shootings. And
Yeah.
we know their work is needed and it's much appreciated.
That means they need you, they need me, they need anybody watching today. That same thing of if you see something, say something. You want your neighborhood to be safe. So we've got to do it together. Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods. We all want to be safe. We all want to be healthy.
We do indeed. We are off and running with the annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. You're watching it on Wave. We've got so much more to bring you. You see a lot of folks street side here on Broadway. We're bringing you a front row seat right in the comfort of your own home. You're watching it on Wave, and we'll be right back. first.
Well, yes. And those are the daughters of the Oasis of Louisville, ancient Egyptian Arabic orders. There's my father. Look at how cool he looks.
He looks really good.
He thinks he's cool. Look at him. I don't know what he's listening to, but he's got his little head to bopping.
He might join the dance team next. I don't know. He's got a little rhythm there.
The answer to that would be no, Kevin. He dances, no. Let's just say no. But there they are, and they do an awful lot of work in the community all around. If they know you need help, they are willing to lend that help.
And I love the rides they're in too. Sharp.
Yes, they are very sharp.
All right, there's
Don's
Dawn's
dad.
Yeah.
Look, he got a font.
Well,
I'll never be able to live with my dad. He got his own font. Thank you all in the truck, Carson, Jeremy, and everybody.
We will replace his real name, Walter, to Dawn's dad.
Don's dad. That's who he's been his whole life since I've been born.
Imagine that.
Yeah, poor daddy. Sorry, daddy.
All right, followed up, we have the United States Coast Guard coming up just behind them. You see them down Broadway there. Again, look at the crowds growing even as we've been on the air, Dawn. It's nice to see so many folks coming out to cheer on the parade.
Boy, they were busy doing during Thunder because the water was so rough and they wanted to keep so many people safe in that area where, all down the Ohio River, but especially where the barges were.
Let's jump down to the street with Brandon Spencer. He's among that crowd that we've mentioned. Brandon, a lot of folks lining Broadway today. It's great to see.
Yeah, Kevin, a ton of people down here on Broadway having a whole bunch of fun. Actually, not too long ago, Marty and I were actually out here dancing with the crowd. We're doing the electric slide and doing a little bit of everything out here. But you can see the crowd right here in the stands enjoying everything, taking it all in. I've talked to a lot of people that have been sitting here. They've been telling me some of their favorite parts just about being out here and enjoying the parade, whether it be some of the cars that have driven by, the dancing groups that have been coming in and performing, or just seeing some of their favorite floats. And of course, the kids loving taking in the candy. Now, we also have seen, just a bunch of people in the floats enjoying themselves, talking to the crowd, waving. And it's just fun to kind of kick off the Kentucky Derby Festival with an event like this. And we walked up and down Broadway, kind of taking on the landscape. And there's just crowds of people just taking it in. Marty, pan over here, you got people sitting in their lawn chairs with their families, taking the drinks, eating their snacks. I mean, it's a whole family affair. And that's really what this is all about, for us to come out here, enjoy this festival, and enjoy this parade, just to kick off what Kentucky Derby really means to those here in Louisville. And we're going to continue to make our way up and down the street, talk to these fans, and hopefully get to share some of these stories with you guys later on tonight. But for now, I'm just going to send it back to you guys.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Always good to hear from the people, so I'll be curious to hear some of those stories. Some people have been coming for many years.
I've been coming for 60 years. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
You may not want to tell your age like I tell mine, but I mean, people have been coming all their lives. I mean, you see here, this is the second chance at life. And they say that this is like the most important thing that you can do, second chance at life, Kentucky.
They say that the transplant recipients, the donors' families, and the living donors saving lives every minute through organ donation awareness. And that's the key. You've got to be aware. Like you mentioned earlier, you've got to tell your family.
Tell your family. One person can save at least 8 people just by saying, I want to be an organ donor. United States Coast Guard, we were talking about them, the United States Coast Guard station in Louisville. They've got a 10-person search and rescue crew, and we appreciate what they do.
No question about that. As you mentioned, they were busy on Thunder, but they're busy year-round. They do law enforcement and vessel security boardings, so they just check and keep our rivers safe.
Flood response.
And then that's been a big deal over the last several years in particular. So they deploy all across the country. So we appreciate the work of our United States Coast Guard, based right here in Louisville. All right, you recognize this, the Corsair Shriners and Corsair for Kids. They've participated in every single Pegasus parade.
That
69
doesn't surprise you. That doesn't,
No.
I mean, they're always here. Corsair Shriner, Corsair for Kids. They're a fraternal organization dedicated to supporting the children in need. Their legacy of loving compassion for children is evident everywhere you see them. they have impacted, and it's got to be more than this. They say 200,000 children across Kentucky and Indiana. Kevin, it's got to be more.
Yeah, it seems like it would be.
I know it is.
The grants that they give, and you see them giving all the time, they're celebrating 100 years of helping all children live life to the fullest. Now, that just gives you an idea of how much time and energy and money that they put into this community. 100 years worth. I love those buggies. Look at those dune buggies.
I know. Look at that. I love it. I love it. It's cozier Shriners and cozier for kids. It is your Zoeller Pump Pegasus Parade, the 69th year. And yes, we are celebrating the 150th run for the Roses.
Stay with us. We've got much more to come. It's 4:21 on a Sunday afternoon. There's no better place to be than an upfront seat of the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. And we've got much more when we come back right here on Wave.
For Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. It is such a wonderful day. We are not even halfway through the parade. It's just been wonderful, though. We've seen everything you could imagine to see in a parade. One of the largest parades in the nation.
You were a cheerleader, but were you a twirler?
No, sir.
Well, we've got a group of twirlers on Broadway now. And Brian and Myra, they are the best twirlers we have in the building here at 725.
Did you say Brian was a...
Like, I can barely even keep up with Myra walking down the street.
He's
twirl anything.
We love him.
Show us your moves, Brian.
Oh, I don't know if I'm really... How hard is this really to do?
It's pretty difficult, especially for 2 miles
We're the
down the
Kentucky
road.
Twirling
Okay.
Consortium, so
All right.
it's kind of like a group of everybody from all around.
What does it mean to you to be a part of this year's Pegasus Parade?
It means a lot, especially since, you know, we grew up here and it's just something we've done every year. And just to celebrate and support what it means.
Tell us about the people in your group.
We've got the Kentucky UK Wildcats here with us. We've got some people from West Virginia and up in Columbus here with us. And then we've got our Starlights in back there that are a smaller group, but they are all here and they were excited.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming down. Appreciate it. Welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Kevin was trying to get me to twirl. I know you were, Kevin.
Oh yeah, we want to see it.
Thought maybe you would just give us
I wonder
a sneak
how hard
peek.
that is, though. Really, I couldn't do it. Like I caught myself.
Well, and to do it at a pace that you have to do while you're walking.
Yeah, I couldn't do it standing still.
Well, here's Louisville Parks and Recreation.
Yay.
Yeah, we love that.
Oh, people are cheering. Oh, that makes me feel so good for our Louisville Parks and Recreation.
As they should. Look at the float that they built this year. You know, they build it seems like every year. They build it in-house by members of the rec team. You can see all the different sporting events they put on it, and what a fun float that is. Their mission, obviously, is to connect people to places and opportunities that support and grow a sustainable community. When you think of Louisville, obviously, one of the things you have to think about is our park system.
We have the best. I mean, you all think about this. We've got 120 parks, 6 parkways, Jefferson Memorial Forest. I know I'm forgetting something.
Well, we have the Aquatic Center, the Mary
Right.
Mahar, and 14 community centers located through Metro Louisville. They got a lot to keep up with.
I told you I was forgetting something. I mean, they do so much. They do it with a smile, and they're always working hard. You all, that's our Louisville Parks and Recreation.
If you've not had a chance or taken the time to go visit one of our parks,
I'm in there
do
all the
yourself.
time.
Yeah, me too. I love it. All right, another band. Here we go. We love this,
Look at
and we
them.
appreciate their service. This is the United States Marine Corps, a collective purpose and effective mission.
In our world, they do so much. Conflicts, challenges, obstacles. We thank them and forever grateful. Can we listen to them now, please, and honor them too? We appreciate what they do. They never know when they're going to be in battle, what front. They have to make the critical choices. They demand victory. They do not accept defeat. We thank them. They don't give or cave in. They take care of our nation with each battle that is won. Our U.S. Marine Corps, we just want to know that we thank you. We thank you very much.
Nice little patriotic tune they've got there. It's a grand old flag. All right, the Montford Point Marine Association Louisville chapter number 22 is coming up. They've been in this parade 6 different times, and we welcome them back. The Montford Point Marine Association, with 40 national chapters, is dedicated to preserving and educating the public about America's first African-American Marine recruits.
They're trained as a segregated unit, and that was from 1942 to 49. Then in 49, U.S. President Truman issued an executive order integrating the U.S. Armed Forces, a piece of the American history we should know now. Today, under leadership of Charles Stallard, president of Louisville Chapter 22, they serve as ambassadors of the USMC.
You may have seen the younger folks walking there from Scott County. They are the Scott County Young Marines, just in front of our Storm Tracker
There's
there.
our Storm
3
Tracker.
years ago, they took their unit to Hawaii for the 80th anniversary. So wanted to say shout out to the Scott County Young Marines. All right, there's our Storm Tracker. This is a full functioning weather vehicle. We have all of our onboard computers that will connect us right to the studios here. In times of severe weather, we are on it with an onboard radar, onboard weather equipment. You can see the Starlink equipment on top that communicates with the station and places wherever we may need to broadcast to. There are 3 onboard cameras as well. So it is a weather studio on wheels, Dawn.
Who's inside there? I don't have my glasses on.
I think part of our sales department may be driving that
Okay.
today. Amelia is
Amelia.
driving it from our digital sales team.
All right. Hi, Miss Amelia. And we hear the marching band from Austintown Fitch High School, Austintown, Ohio.
This is their first year participating with us, Dawn.
We're glad to have them.
Absolutely. They perform a varied repertoire of music. They seek to preserve that tradition of performing American march music in parades and during their pregame field show.
Their uniforms, if you're looking at them, they're actually modeled after the president's own United States Marine Band. Let's take a listen to them. Now, the Fitch Band concludes all of their halftime performances with a presentation of the colors to our National March of the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Boy, they sound good. They look great. They're under the direction of Mr. Jeremy McLean, Assistant Director Mr. Caleb Baldwin. The drumline instructor is Mr. Bill Gonda, and the auxiliary instructor is Miss Jenny Cooley today.
They're doing a great job. They look good. And again, you all, this is their first time coming to the Commonwealth. We hope they'll come back. They've done a wonderful job.
You know, we had the rodeo in town.
Yes, we did.
With the bull riding and so forth just this past weekend. This is not quite the same, but we do have Miss Rodeo Kentucky Incorporated striving to provide a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for young women who participate in and represent the organization throughout the year at professional rodeos, philanthropic and youth development events across the nation.
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, riding a bull or something like that, right? I just, I don't know. This is their
What about a mechanical bull?
Okay, I'd go there.
Would you do it?
I'd do, yeah, because they have big foam pit around it, right?
Yes.
Right?
Well, most of the time.
Yeah, so if I fall in a foam pit, I'm good there. But this is their second year being here. We always love when people come from across the country to be here. So we welcome them. We were glad to have the rodeo here. Now, the unit riding and this year's parade, they have got title holders, the former title holder, Miss Rodeo Kentucky there. And again, like Kevin said, they just want to make sure that they know that ladies can get out there and ride too. The primary goal is just to educate and to give career building opportunities. Like there are women in the field of rodeo and everything that happens in that agricultural culture as well.
Yeah, you probably saw Miss Rodeo Kentucky 2024, Zoe Norris. She's going to compete at the Wrangler National.
And good luck to her.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Go get that, girl.
Las Vegas is the place in December, so look for it.
Kern, Derby, pie, Alan Rupp. May we have some pie, Mr. Rupp?
Oh,
like we haven't already had enough.
Right, yeah. This has been handcrafted, family tradition, 70 years, Dawn. It is delicious. If you've not had it, it's that chocolate
and
nut
if it's
pie.
not Kern's
It's
Derby
not
pie,
Derby
it's not
pie.
their pie.
That's true.
It ain't Derby pie.
3 generations, family owned, right there in J-Town.
We appreciate it.
This is the St.
Festival
Matthews.
of Stars.
Now, the city of St. Matthews always sponsors this float. You're going to see several things incorporated with this sort of part of the parade. This includes Justice Fest students, obviously the float that they have, and the Mirazon balloon.
And the students from the Justice Fest once again did a wonderful job. So give them a round of applause. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We don't want you to miss anything, so stay with us. There's still so much to go, and you want to see it go all the way from West Broadway all the way down the street, 17 blocks, 2024 Kentucky Derby Festival, Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade on your official Derby station. Wait.
After an accident, get the tiger on your side means you get lawyers who understand the importance of family, lawyers who see the true value of what has been lost, lawyers who fight to put the most money in your pocket. Call Kaufman and Stigger and get the tiger on your side.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. Remember how you forget to charge your phone? All good. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio. It began with you.
Is mowing your grass a love-hate relationship?
At Outdoor Turf Products in Louisville and Shelbyville, we make it easy.
We put you on the VinTrack that will meet your needs and get the job done.
And remember, at Outdoor Turf Products,
we make tall grass short.
People are hearing a sound, dropping everything, and running to White Castle. There's no evidence that this...
When the crave calls, go to White Castle for the $5 bacon bundle with 2 bacon sliders and a small fry. White Castle. Follow your crave.
Oh, the puppies are loose.
Need to get home in a hurry? Time for sport mode.
people. Now I'm going to have to call everybody. The Divine Nine all down there. The Divine Nine is the National Panhellenic Council, University of Louisville, Black National Greek Letter Sororities and Fraternities. My mom is one of the Divine Nine, my sister, my nieces. The 2022 Gamma Phi Omega International Sorority Incorporated is the newest of the organizations. But they do so many wonderful things for the community. Actually, that's what they're built in. Look at all of them down there.
And you see in those convertibles that you see there, Donna, are the organization's presidents.
Yes.
So they're part of the Divine Nine. They're getting together for some photos there.
Look at them, all of them. In a minute, Kevin, they'll start stepping. That's what one of them is starting to do. That's my mom's Alpha Kappa, Alpha Pink and Green. I hate calling that out there because, But everybody is there. The Divine Nine is what they are called. And it's the National Panhellenic Council. And if you want something done, when I want something done and I need some help, I call the Divine Nine because they will always help. They're wonderful.
Well, the Soul Jets are coming up just behind the Divine Nine. They have also participated in the parade a number of years. The company has been in operation for 28 years. They specialize in majorette, hip-hop, and technique dance styles, which you can see there.
They are moving now. They have just really been dancing. They were founded in 1996. They love to get the young folks out there moving and grooving. Good for them, keeping their mind and doing something special in hip hop and technique dances. They have over 120 members, and the young folks come when they can and they dance. They've been dancing for over 20 years. You see them doing the steps. Every time I see somebody making a move, because Myra and Sarah can really shake and groove.
Yeah, the thing is, these dancers range between 6 to 18, but we have one big young kid on our team, and that's Myra and Sari.
Oh, she's with them.
Yeah, she's down there.
For her wedding, we danced for 2 weeks. That's not a joke. There she goes, look, and she doesn't know any of these moves. She just watches them. And she just watches them, and she's so crazy.
Myra, do you know the moves, Myra?
She doesn't. Yeah. You do not, Myra. You watch them for 2 minutes, tell the truth, and then you learn them. Tell the truth.
I'm a fast learner.
You are. That's no joke. It's true.
She did good.
That's what she does.
They're having auditions, by the way, Myra, July 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
I'll be there.
And that's no joke. But you can't quit your day job. Can't quit your day job. You got to keep your desk across from mine. You have to stay there.
Dance with me. I have been trying. I keep telling him.
Myra,
it's just single, double.
I have two left ankles.
Single, double.
Try it, Brian. Let's see if you can. Let's see if you're a quick study.
Single, double. Come on, Brian. Single. Oh.
No, he's not going to get it.
Baby boy.
No, come on. Single. No, not the Macarena.
I can't do it then.
But we love you.
I'm done with you. So done with you.
All right, who do you all see in front of you? The
We got LMPD's chopper here. Guys, so big thank you to LMPD for all their hard work in our community. It's been so great to see everybody come out here for the parade. The kiddos, I love seeing the kids. It makes me think of my kids. My daughter was out here last year. Let's talk to some of them over here. How you guys doing? Tell me your name.
Shonda.
So what do you think of the parade so far?
We love it. We always love it. Love to bring the kids down and have a good time. Yes, it's wonderful.
What's your name, sweetheart? Rosiah. That looks like really good cotton candy. I mixed it. You mixed it? That's the best way to go. Look at you. You are having a good time. Thank you, guys. Bye. Thank you.
All right, Myra, thank you. You may have been looking at that trolley there. We want to mention that was the Simmons College of Kentucky women's basketball team.
That's right. They won the 2024 NCAA Division II Women's Basketball National Championship. First ever national championship for that program, but they've not even been around that long. They went in there and they swooped that baby up, ready to make a difference. We know who that is, LMPD. Thank you, LMPD. We appreciate you.
They've got their chopper on the skids there, and you can see it strolling down Broadway. Unique sight we don't always get to see. Usually we have to look up to see it. They patrol all across the communities, keeping your homes, autos, promoting safe neighborhood and block watches safe, all for a stronger neighborhood.
Well, we see there, I think this is the Jaybird Ranch Carousel Cowgirls that we see here. This is their first time being here. And we just want to welcome them. Everybody give a round of applause. We're welcoming our first time here, Donaldsonville, Georgia. Now, their riders range from 3 to 60 years old. Most of the horses that you see here, they're retired from ranch and rodeo.
You know, they're doing so much more than just riding on horseback, Dawn. We've talked about this with a number of our groups. It does so much as a learning experience. It helps these kids overcome frustrating problems, helps them curb their tempers, which I think all of us could sometimes use.
In today's world, this is the best thing ever. If we could just learn how to get along and everybody just ease down a second.
Yeah, and a little teamwork, too. It's good. So what they're learning from just participating in today's parade, we say, welcome to the Jaybird Ranch Carousel Cowgirls.
There goes Derby Dog, the Derby Dog there, one of the Kentucky Derby Festival's newest cold air inflatables. We're not going to helium anymore. It's the cold air inflatables.
These are a little bit easier when it comes to the weather. You can get those down the parade route without having to really hold them down because it's cold air instead of helium. So even
and
in
helium
today's
is expensive, you said.
it has gotten very expensive. So the cold air is
Like
the way to go.
orange juice. Orange juice is expensive.
Everything seems to be expensive. All right, celebrating Derby 150, the theme of the parade. Here you see Norton Healthcare. They have had 40 to 50 employees accompanying the float today, walking down Broadway. You see them both alongside and on the float. Their group is great at thinking on their feet, coming up with creative ways to use everyday items to decorate their float. So let's celebrate 150, they say. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's been constructed by the Norton staff, their entire family members, and the Norton employees. They've got a musical soundtrack. I don't know if you can hear it there. It complements their theme. They want to celebrate the 150th running of the Derby out of the gate, they're calling it. Ready to run for the roses. And it's really beautiful. You can see the horses actually coming out of the gate. And they even have a grandstand there with all of their folks looking and ready for the race.
And just behind Norton Healthcare is the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. And boy, are they ever busy. You can find more nonstop flights there, it seems like, than ever before. The airport's a community asset and an economic driver for the region, responsible for moving people and product around the globe. And there you see Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport with us today.
You know, to keep people safe, they got to have 3,000 gallons of water just in case something happens, 420 gallons of fighting foam, 500 pounds of dry chemicals.
Are you a skater, Dawn?
Yes.
I knew you were.
When I was young, we skated every Sunday. I could skate just like this. I don't think I could do it now. But we would skate at Ghost Town. Anybody remember Ghost Town? Okay, I'm showing my age. Oh, they do. We would skate at Robin's Roost.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here and I would put my grease packs on, baby, with my pom-poms and my jeans and rock it very hard.
I say we bring it back.
And I would hurt myself. We got the Louisville skaters, though. They've been in this 13 years and plus. They've got skaters from all walks of life, and they love it. This will keep you young, Kevin Harnett.
Well, and you know what? Just take your mind off the everyday stresses. Just get out there and do a little skating. How fun does that look? I'm not coordinated enough to skate, but boy, I wish I could.
We used to ride the rails, honey.
That looks like a blast to me. I tried rollerblading. I tried skating.
No, that rollerblading is different. I'm going to get you out. We're going to do this.
I know it's different, but it still takes coordination. And the point is I don't have any, as you know.
Well, we're getting older. It's okay. Louisville Skaters United. We are united today as we celebrate and enjoy the 158th Run for the Roses. Look at us going down Broadway for the 2024 Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade on your official Derby station. Wave News.
Hi, I'm Tim Jones back for Toyota of Louisville. We're back in the service department. Oil change, tire rotation, quick job, or big job, we can do it right the first time. Call and make an appointment or just drop by Toyota of Louisville, a Swope dealership where nobody walks away.
As they head to the backstretch, it's a tight pass.
He's going to pull ahead. The Twin Spires expert picks were all optimistic.
You've got the best speed rating in the field. Don't fail me now.
Man, I love this horse's name.
And from far behind, here comes Drake. It's neck and neck. Drake is winning. Drake wins.
Watching it only on Wave, we are proud to celebrate 150 years of the Kentucky Derby with you. And that's our theme today as we look forward to the upcoming weekend. And before we get there, another week full of festival events. We are here with Matt Gibson from the Kentucky Derby Festival. It's great to see you.
Great to see you guys.
Matt Gibson, good to see you. You have been a little bit of everywhere. Really quickly, before we get to Matt, I wanted to say Radcliffe, Kentucky was representing there really quickly. Dream Dance Center, DDC. Matt, how are you?
I am doing great. This is my favorite time of year. And, I think the busier we get, the more energy I get.
President and CEO of the Kentucky Derby Festival. Do you get to sleep like Punxsutawney Phil, right?
We always say we'll sleep in May, at the end of May. But it has been a fantastic festival run so far. Phenomenal weather. As you saw, I was there towards the beginning of the parade. Got to lead it, and the crowds are incredible today. It is absolutely amazing.
Tell us about this guy, Richard Sullivan.
Oh, Richard has been great. Just a phenomenal Louisville artist. He's done so much. He was the first artist that we've had, and the state has had, where he did the governor's poster last year and did our poster this year. And he is just so talented. And you see his artwork on all of our imaging, and just a great guy.
Well, we're going to watch the Dream Dance team that Don was mentioning from Radcliffe while we just have a chat here, Matt. Talk about this year, all of the events. Thunder, everybody seemed to think it was just bigger, brighter, bolder than ever. I heard wonderful comments on Thunder.
And that's the best way to say it. When I stepped into this role in 2019, we had a long conversation with Zambelli about how do we move into the future. And they really started to bring it with new designers, new imagery, things that they're learning throughout the globe when they are traveling. And you saw that culminate this year with the amazing colors and all of the new styles.
Do you ever worry about, my sister called me and she said, oh my goodness, that was the best Thunder I've ever seen. But she said the same thing the year before.
That's right.
And then the year, I mean, do you ever worry about that? Because when are you not gonna be able to like go boom, boom, boom and go up?
We set some pretty high standards for ourselves, not only what we do in this town, how we do it, that we make this town proud, that we clean it up when we're done. And everybody who leans in to make this festival happen, there are thousands of folks who lean in. I mean, you see the people helping us celebrate today, and whether it's Thunder, whether it's the GE Appliance Mini Marathon, whether it's the Zoeller Pegasus Pegasus Parade, there are thousands of people who help us do it, and that's what raises that level every year.
And what about the drone show?
Oh
right?
my goodness,
Wow.
yes. Well, we have a nightly drone show now at Kroger's
saw.
Festival.
Yes.
And those images are about 400 feet tall. The robot at Thunder was 850 feet tall.
Wow.
And it is just astronomical. 400 amazing drones.
Well, a lot of folks have enjoyed the event so far and enjoying today. Let's go down to Ward. Ward Jollis is on the parade route. Hey there, Ward.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, nice to hear from you again. Well, we're joined by a very special guest right now. Her name is Lanisha Beasley. She is the 2024 Volunteer of the Year here at the Kentucky Derby Festival. She's got more fans than I do, Kevin. She's got a whole crowd here cheering her on. I'm going to let her bask in the moment, but we're having a lot of fun here, if you can't tell. But Lanisha, I know you're in this car. Let me talk to you a little bit about your role here, because you wear a lot of different hats. You do a lot of things. We really appreciate all the work you do, but just tell us about some of the work that goes into this every year.
Oh my goodness, a lot of preparation, a lot of, just emailing back and forth to the units just to make sure everything is good, and just super excited to have every year everybody be a part of this.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So if you guys don't know, Lanisha is the Volunteer of the Year because she works a lot to put this whole thing together. These thousands of people you see out here, this huge event we're talking about today, she's a huge part in all of this. And that's why she's got this, that's why she's riding in the convertible, honestly, here in the parade. But we really appreciate everything you do. You got one last word you want to say to everybody out here who's come out today and supported you over the past few years?
I just want to say happy Derby, and I continue to come back because I love this. I love community, and community is what I do.
All right, well, Lanisha, we think you're doing a great job. This is my first parade, as I told you guys, and let me tell you, a lot of work goes into this. You might not tell at home, but a lot of work goes into it. A lot of it thanks to this woman. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Ward, thank you. Again, over 4,000 volunteers that it takes, Matt. Lanisha, a big thank you to her as the Volunteer of the Year.
Tears.
She
I'm
did.
so
She
proud
is
of
the
her.
epitome of what helps us make this happen, and she was the perfect Volunteer of the Year. And anytime that we run into a challenge with the parade, and you can imagine when you take something this large in this ever-growing town, and Lanisha is the person that we can always call, and she leans right in, and it's no joke. She puts thousands of hours. I have a paid staff that does it, and she comes and does it because,
That's
like
awesome.
she said, community is her role.
Well, it's
and
so
she's
important.
incredible.
Well, we appreciate Lanisha and everybody else. We appreciate you watching. We've got plenty more to show you when we come back. You're watching the 69th Annual Zoeller Pup Company Pegasus Parade.
Stay with us.
Is it possible to be more capable and more practical? Be able to perform here and here. Make a statement while barely making a sound. And command the road as well as what lies ahead. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
It's replacement window season. You have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows. Because when you buy two, you get two free. Buy two Champion windows, get two free? I guess that means if you buy four, you get four free. Buy six, get six free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy Two, Get Two free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
The winner's circle. We all know where it is, but only a select few know how to get there. And even fewer still, how to stay there for 47 years.
Stay informed anywhere, anytime with the Wave News app. Download or scan the code on your screen now to get breaking news alerts sent right to your phone.
Welcome back to the 2024 Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. What do you see there but some history? It is the Centro Yellow Jackets. You hear that band, you see that yellow and gold, you see that high stepping. Let's take a listen.
One of the 9 bands participating in a great parade today. This is the Central High School and Alumni Association.
Yeah, look at them move, Kevin, there. That's what they do. They love to get the moves on. Now, they're celebrating their anniversary. It says 150th anniversary. They have a very, very long list of esteemed alumni. You know, Muhammad Ali was an alumni there. He actually would run to school. That's how he would get his workout in. Before he would go to school, he would run, I'm not kidding, next to the bus and get his workout in. And he always said, he said, don't talk about the fights I won, talk about the work I put in order to win.
A lot could be learned. Hey, we've got Festival Frog here. You've seen these cold air inflatables throughout the day. This is another one of those, Festival Frog, debuting during the touring parade earlier this month and making its debut in the main Pegasus parade right here today.
Look at Mr. Frog. Oh, Mr. Frog, you should smile. This is one of the largest parades in the nation. He had a little Mr. Grumpy Cat face on.
He's keeping his eyes on those horses behind him. This is the Daniel Boone Distant Riders, American endurance horses. They're here for the very first time, so we say a big welcome to these folks. They've been all over, and they're from all over, from Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, Illinois. About 23 of them in total, as you can take a view there. They are an endurance riding club that puts endurance rides on in Kentucky and Indiana. They're also part of the horse trail advocates that assist in maintaining trails for equine use.
You know, the greatest thing is when they come on here and they put shows on, whether, say, for instance, you're a competitor at heart, or you're maybe just looking for a sport for your entire family, or whether you're just like me and you just love the ponies, there's something in it for absolutely everyone. The competition itself is just part of the fun. That's family oriented, and that's what you see here. There's a lot of families involved, from the youngest junior riders to the seniors. They travel, they compete, they have a great time. They go all across from the U.S. all the way to Canada. They absolutely love what they do. They do scenic trails and everything. Oh,
look at
Kevin,
that burger purse.
That is a purse. She's got it's a burger purse.
And for good reason.
Why does she have a burger purse? Because she is the 2024 Kentucky Derby Festival Derby Burger Challenge winner.
And her name is Stacy Haley.
So she put this burger together, right? And everybody could have done it. So when the Derby Festival comes out and says, hey, this is going on. Now, I don't know that you could have beat Stacy, because Stacy's the one. But they said, come up with a great burger. Stacy's Burger, the Derby PLT, features Kentucky Cattleman's ground beef, Dano's spicy seasoning, pimento cheese, and fried green tomatoes. You can get all of that at Kroger's if you want to try to make it for your family this Derby.
Doesn't that sound delicious?
Yes, it does, because I'm starving.
How Kentucky is that to have fried green tomato and pimento cheese?
It is Kentucky.
We've got the Shimmering Diamond Dolls here. You may have seen them if you're a TikTok fan. They have about 17.6 million followers.
They're TikTok follower.
TikTok.
And just show. I like TikToks too. And just that lets my kids go. Did she just? Did Mom just do that?
Mom said that.
Her
right
TikTok, their TikTok followers. Now watch them, and you're going to see their TikTok followers are just through the roof. They're the Shimmering Diamond Dolls. They're a dance team, and they love being here at the Pegasus Parade. Now, they got the moves. I don't know if Myra and Sari is going to be able to do this, but she's going to love watching them. Look at these young ladies move.
Let's see if Myra can do this.
Right? Do that. No. I'm just, look, no way.
Myra's like, pretend like I'm not here. No.
No, we're not doing it.
Yeah. Look at them move. So they're acrobatic.
So good.
They have got the movements. They have got the rhythm. So these ladies have a number of things that they're pulling from, and they've got to work to be able to do this. They've got to work to be able to do this. So they've got to practice. Give them a round of applause. But they've also got to be able to keep their grades up and keep their attitude in check, because there's some people making sure that all of that happens.
Now, could you imagine? I couldn't imagine doing it every day, but I certainly couldn't imagine doing it all the parade route.
Well,
They've got to have the
I
stamina,
was
the
gonna
energy,
say,
the mental
right?
capability to just get it done. And they did a great job.
They did a great job, and that's how they practice. But you can check them out, not in TikTok, but TikTok.
No wonder they have such a following.
Huge following. They do huge following. So this is not their first time here. So we welcome them back to the Commonwealth. Again, Kevin Harnett, what has the temperature been, I guess, throughout the day, and the winds have been going? It's been a really perfect day because when it has been warm, the air has come through and just been wonderful.
Well, we've been in the low 80s. We had the clouds hang around for a little while, so that actually helped out. The winds gusting about 25, 30 miles an hour. You can see those wind gusts now at 26. We are under a mostly cloudy sky, but hey, this is a perfect day because we don't have to worry about those huge inflatables. Had we had those big helium-filled inflatables, that would have been a problem, but today's
They're
cold
air now.
Now they're almost all relegated to cold air here in this parade, so that's helpful. Tony Vick is riding down Broadway. There he is. Tony Vick is a Derby Festival VIP. He was awarded that at a silent auction.
He's a fanatic.
Exactly. He participated in the Derby Festival's Bourbonville event. Once-in-a-lifetime experience to travel down Broadway. He hit it, and he is the winner, and consequently, we have our very own 2024 Derby Festival VIP, Tony Vick.
Yep, he is the true Kentucky Derby Festival fanatic. So he's happy to call himself that because he loves everything that has to do with the Derby. Now, this is what I have been waiting to see. This is really beautiful. It's royal elegance. It's the spectacular. Look at how beautiful this is. Spectacular Indian marriage procession.
Don and Kevin, it's like Bollywood on Broadway, isn't it?
Yes, this is Heritage of India Foundation. We are so excited to show solidarity and to be part of the community. We want to symbolize our marriage procession, which is a symbol of love, unity, and two communities coming together. That's what you see today.
All right, so we're doing a little pump back?
Yeah,
that's
come
okay,
yes.
All right.
Come and join.
All right. I got this. Come on.
So I guess she's just going to dance. She's already married, so she can't do that part.
You're having a great time.
Thank you. It's fun. Representing this is fun.
We're having a blast back here as well, Meyer.
Their outfits are absolutely gorgeous.
This is a wedding.
A lot of the traditional Indian, Southeast Asian outfits. You guys look beautiful. Thank you. It's fun.
It is so beautiful.
I thought we might see Brian up on the float.
No, you said marriage. Brian's running the other way. He's a little afraid. Like, wait, did they say I had to give it? Look at the colors, the festivity, love, unity, joyous celebration. It's part of the diverse cultures that we get to see here today. I want to remind you, India Fest 2025 will be at the Expo Center on January 25th, 2025, and we're all invited.
All right, we're settled in. We are just about to the end of the parade route, but not just yet. We've still got a little more to come right here on Wave's coverage of the 69th annual Zoeller Pump Company Pegasus Parade. We don't want you to go anywhere. We've got more to show you, more Derby to celebrate as we make our way to the 150th running of the Kentucky Derby. We'll be right back with the Pegasus Parade on Wave.
Solutions. It's what real journalism is all about. At Wave News, that's what we're all about too. That's why the troubleshooters don't just talk about problems. We solve them by challenging the status quo. Ask
Now, I'm sitting in these stands, the free seats that you guys are talking about, that actually used to cost money, which is crazy because so many people came out here and enjoyed it. But we've had such a great time here taking on the Kentucky Derby. And we have great stories and traditions we're talking about here, too. I have Becky here, and you can check out her jacket with all these pens from different years on it. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind it.
This was inspired by my mother's Pegasus pen collection that she's been collecting for many years, and she has multiples from each year. And when I saw her full collection, I thought, well, I could do a whole jacket in pens. So this is what we did today.
We're actually sitting next to her mother as well. Vicky, tell me a little bit about how long you've been collecting these pens for.
I bought the very first pen in 1973 for $1. And sometimes I get them at yard sales. Sometimes a neighbor died and they gave them to me, her collection. And so different ways.
That's awesome. There's so many stories like this all across this parade, all across this city. And that's really what all this is all about. And we're having such a great time here. And we look forward to what all the Kentucky Derby Festival has to offer this week. But for now, I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. How about all those pins?
I mean, okay, I'm laughing because I feel her pain, laughing about her mother. My mother loves the pin so much that I went to the Kentucky Derby Festival office. If you go there, you can actually buy framed Kentucky Derby Festival pins, which is what I did for my mom. You can see the Derby City Express with the Kentucky Derby Festival board members there, and Gus. There's everybody there. And, then they also do the Kentucky Derby Festival yard sale where you can buy old pins, old shirts, old whatever.
Well, I think it's so important to note that all of these volunteers that you see work year-round on planning the events that all of us get to enjoy, whether you're going down to the Festiville, whether you're headed to Thunder, whether you're doing the mini or the marathon, the ballooning events, which we have more now than ever before, and, of course, the parade and several things that will go on this week. I mentioned the larger ones, but there's so many smaller events, too.
Yeah, there's so many smaller events, but I think it's just to make sure that so many different people get to experience it. We had the parade events that went through different neighborhoods all across everywhere so that everybody could experience seeing seeing something up close.
Now, that's Gus the Pegasus. Of course, we all know Gus as the Derby Festival mascot. Travels from event to event, so you'll see him all around town, especially this time of year. He brings that Derby Festival spirit and energy we know and love.
He's pretty cool, dude. Gus, that Pegasus, and you see the River City Corvettes again, as Kevin said, just made right down the way. We had that, I can't even remember the year when we had the event where
the sinkhole,
yeah, the craziest thing in the world. It was terrible, yes, but it called attention once again to the great work that they do. They were able to get the Corvettes out of there and fix some of them, and people once again said, oh yeah, that Corvette, that unbelievable car. And it called attention once again to the wonderful work that they do in that beautiful car that we celebrate here each and every day.
Now, this looks like a lot of fun to me. You ever been to a foam party, Dawn?
Okay, so no, only when my grandkids are in the tub, right? And I would get them colored foam, and there was more colored foam in Grandma's hair than there was.
Well, then you've been to a foam party, it sounds like.
That would be it. And I would go, no, not in Grandma's hair.
Well, this is Derby City Foam Parties. They're the largest foam and bubble party provider. Let's say that 3 times fast.
You just did it. I'm impressed.
They do a lot of parties. They do those glow and color parties. They'll come to party with the grandkids with you if you want, Dawn.
Well, my grandkids are too old and too cool.
Never too old for a foam party, Dawn.
Look at that. It's so much fun. They'll even come to Vacation Bible School. That's almost that time.
Sounds like a good time. As you can see, the parade is coming to a close. Ladies and gentlemen, our coverage isn't finished. We're going to get you back out of downtown. We'll show you all the sights and sounds. We're still along the parade route. We'll check in with Warden Jollis. We've got a lot of folks still here. We bring you the sights, the sounds of the 69th Annual Pegasus Parade when we come back. Stay with us.
We could tell you what